Hello, hello, hello. This is Brenda from the Cat Hairspray 2.0, and I would like to welcome you to my channel today. Hello. How are you? Yes, you doing today? I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a different kind of video, not a tutorial, but it's going to show you different things in the craft room that I found that are helping me considerably, and my new toy. It is wrapped in present seal. I know, but that keeps stink bugs out and ants. Stink bugs are horrible. I'm telling you, it's annoying. They land on me. I found one behind my ear the other day. I found one in a Scotch laminator that I tried years ago. I was trying so hard to learn to foil, and it just wasn't working for me. But the stink bug was actually in the laminator, and there was one in the Cricut Maker I used to have. I've even found two under where the toilet seat attaches to the toilet. I found two under there. I mean, it's just, they're so invasive. So my Cricut Joy Extra is wrapped in present seal, and so is my new toy. I will be getting storage bags for both of them. Not to store them away forever, but storage bags help me to keep the dust off of them, to keep the bugs out of them. You know what I'm saying? Stink bugs are a nuisance, and ants too. Oh my God. Don't get me started on the ants this year. On another note, I do love Dr. Pepper. So I would like to welcome you, yes you, to my channel, and I would like to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. It's a new channel. It's going to take a while to get off the ground, but I am so thankful to you for joining and staying. And I got a comment the other day on one of my videos that just touched my heart. It just made me feel just like I'm not alone. You know, they mentioned that they too have the older stamps and they like to use them just like me. And it just made me feel so good because I've watched tutorials through the years where they've always had the brand new stamps, brand new ones, and I never had them, and it always made me feel so left out. And now it made me feel like someone appreciated the fact that I use the older stamps. So if you're watching, you made my day. Thank you. And I don't forget it. It really touched my heart. So if you would consider subscribing, that I would love it. I'd love to have more subscribers. And if you could leave a nice comment and really make my day, that'd be awesome as well. And if you could like my video. Not only do they show YouTube that I'm putting out good content for you, it also shows me that I'm doing what you want to see. So my video is appealing to people that want to learn to do these things, maybe new people to the crafting era, and also people that want to use their older stamps and things, and they want to just join me while I use mine. So there's going to be pausing when I jump from order to order, and I just saw my order is going to be delivered soon. That's why I said order. When I jump from part to part, and I will show you the things that I figured out. And here we go. So this is actually part 2 of the video. I started it before, and because I'm holding the phone in my hand, I dropped it right in the middle of doing this segment. Yeah, go me, right? I'm doing little inserts today because I had an MRI last night, and getting off the machine I must have pulled a muscle or something because I'm really sore in my back today. But I wanted to get these done for you so that I'd get them off my mind and I'd get them out to you, so maybe that would help you. One thing I love, probably the most, well, close to the most in my craft room, is my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers, because I am awful at picking out the different colors. Is it going to zoom in or not? The different colors that blend together to create a nice blend. The Tri-Blend markers have a light, medium, and a darker side, all in one marker. And if you watched my other videos, I've been swooning over them in those videos too, because they are my favorite by far. Eventually, I will get more. I just have so many things on my plate right now that I can't. But I need to, because I'm noticing that they aren't as readily available as they were when I initially got them a few years ago. They are on scrapbook.com. I found them there, and every time I make a cart, something comes up. You know, that's life, right? Right? We all go through that. I'm just worried that they're going to be gone. They're going to discontinue. And this is my marker coloring. This is my shading. You know, otherwise I'll end up just having just plain flowers or plain critters or just one color. And that's kind of boring to me. If I have to, I have to. But I love these tri-blends. So this is a 6x6 paper storage cube by scrapbook.com. I've had it for years. They still sell them. I know, because I was thinking about getting another one, but yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that. But as I found another way, and you'll see in a minute how to store them. So what I found blew my mind. My Spectrum Noir markers. Now I have a bag to store them in, but they're difficult to get in and out of the bag, if you ask me. And if it's difficult to get in and out of something, that I'm not going to want to do it. These, watch this. If you have these, you may appreciate this. Slide right on in there, barely sticking out. What? I was so shocked I couldn't believe it. And it completely made my day when I figured it out. And I wanted to be sure to show you, if you have the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers, I found a home for them. 6x6 storage cube on scrapbook.com. And no, I'm not getting a kickback from any company. I just want you to be able to, you know, have the relief that you actually found a spot for these really super long markers. If there's another brand of markers that's that long, they would likely fit in there too. But I can't be sure because I don't have them. These are fitting in there amazing. These two little guys are shorties because this is my favorite. The Tan Blend, my favorite by far. And because it's my favorite, the two lighter end of the three, I used it so much it ran out. And then the brush nib on it got all kind of frayed and things. I just used it way too much. So I have the dark and the medium. So I can still use them. It'll just be 2 shades instead of 3. So I have those in there. I also have my Winkestellas in there. I have a couple ink cubes in there. I don't like to store the ink in there because it can get hard to get out. Can you see how deep that goes? I mean, obviously, because the Tri-Blend marker's in there, it can be hard to get ink pads out of there. The one I just got recently is this Pink and Main Twinkle Inks Blue Jeans color. I'm thinking of using that for sky backgrounds like I love to make. Because I ran out of the Simon Hurley ones. Might be Clear Skies. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a beautiful color, and I ran out. And of course, it sits in a cart that I will probably never be able to order. But I did manage to slip that one into a cart. It came with the refill, and it was actually a really good price. Do I remember the price? No. It was either scrapbook.com or Simon Says Stamp. One or the other. That's where it came from. And it was a low enough price that I could just slide it in there. And I got it to try it. If you guys know of a black ink pad, dye ink pad, that is water-based, I'm looking for one. Because this one, I finally found the ink pad, it was in my stash, that I can use with my alcohol ink markers, alcohol-proof dye. Oh my gosh. Problem was, it's almost dried out. So I've looked and looked and looked, and I can find some of the ink pads, and yeah, they are by, you guessed it, Spectrum Noir, just like the markers. I might have figured that out before, but I just forgot. And you know what happens. So I've been looking everywhere for this. If you know where I can find them, please drop a comment. Please let me know, because I've looked and looked and I can't find them. And again, Spectrum Noir stuff seems to be just kind of ticking away from what I can see. And it's making me nervous because I love to use alcohol-based markers. My Spectrum Noir, my Arteza markers, they're also a favorite. Alcohol-based markers are just my favorite. They're brighter, crisper. I just love them. And the problem is, if it's not a water-based ink pad like this one, then the alcohol ink from the markers will cause the black stamped image to bleed. And you don't want black in your design unless you want it there. You know what I'm saying? So I need to find another water-based ink pad that will work with the alcohol-based markers. So that's something I'm looking for, and this might be something you're looking for. Okay, so on to the next find. And I'm back. What I had, now this, not the little kitty, beautiful kitty. This little rack is in probably either Walmart or Amazon or both. And they're used to store your plates. Me with anxiety, if my plates, one leans forward, it tinks the other, it makes me nervous it's going to break or it's going to chip a plate, right? And it always did it. It drove me crazy. So then I had this and I didn't know what to do with it. And then, eureka, the other day, I thought, you know what? Maybe a 6x6 paper pad would fit on that, right? So I tried. Fits like a dream. Absolutely awesome. And all of my, I'm trying to do it here, all of my 6x6 paper pads are right there, and they're all good to go. And I managed to get them separated by holidays and by spring and fall and Halloween and winter, you know, that kind of thing. And glitter. My glitter's in there too. So they used to be in the 6x6 storage cube I just showed you. Now they're so much easier. Let me put him back. They're so much easier to get out. You know, you just pick it up. There you go. Oh, and there's my glitter. So this is a find that I found. So if you have a lot of 6x6 paper pads that you want to store and you don't know how, or maybe they're just laying around your craft room or they're in a stack on your desk, this is a plate storage. It's just a little wood plate storage. And that was my cat. So I also use this. I just started, because I'll tell you in a minute. I just started putting my 4x6, 8x8, those pads in here today. Will they change and go somewhere else? They may. I'm still trying to figure out what's going to go where in my calyx unit, where it can be comfortable for me to reach. You know, with my health issues and my anxiety, I need to have things just so. I need to have them where I can reach them, where I know that they are, and I'm way over trying to figure out where things are. You know, that ship is passed. I'm done with that. So I love this calyx unit, and when it is complete, I will do another video and I'll show you exactly where I decided to put things, why, and all that kind of stuff. But for now, this is my little cubby with my 6x6 storage pads, I think they're 4 by something, the little longer ones. Oh, these are Tim Holtz backgrounds. These are the ones I'm talking about. This little guy right here. These are bigger than 6x6, 6x8 maybe. So, and I've gotten these through the years free with scrapbook.com orders. If you go into scrapbook.com and you haven't before, make sure you go to the home page and you look and see if they have anything free, because a lot of times they do, and I love that. 8x8 papers that my son and his girlfriend gave me for Christmas one year. These are the Tim Holtz backgrounds because I love them. You can even make card bases out of those. You know that? I haven't, but it just dawned on me the other day when I was looking through them that you can make card bases out of those. Interesting card bases, you know, rather than just white. So, all right. So that is what I figured out over the last few days. And next. And I'm back. I don't know if I showed you guys what I did with my rolling paper storage. I don't know if I did a video of it yet. It's not complete. There's another piece to go to it, but by the time I get it, you know, I might as well just show it to you now. Right? So, on this side, you guessed it, what I did was I took magnetic sheets that I had dies on. I used Mod Podge. I put that all over it. I stuck the magnetic sheets to it. There I go again with the slurring. Hard to talk when you don't have any top teeth. It'll be fixed eventually. Anyway, so Mod Podged the whole thing. I stuck these magnetic sheets on there. They didn't fit side by side, so I had to cut some of the magnetic sheets down, and they are here. So the full, moved my turkey. Yes, that is a Whimsy Stamps turkey die. And that's the heifer turkey. So I put these so they butted up against each other. You can hardly feel the seams. And then, because the seams were visible, I took the Tim Holtz washi tape, and before I put it down, I put down double-sided adhesive, because washi tape always pulls up on me, always. So I double-sided adhesive on it, and then I put the washi tape on it, and it's a very beautiful design. Tim Holtz washi tape. It's so awesome. It really is. However, I ran out, so the other side does not have this on it. But it's okay. These are my caffeinated critters. These are all of the dies I have so far of them. More will be coming out. More shorties will be coming out. They discontinued the bigger ones. Like I said, the heifer, the turkeys, these are Whimsy Stamps. This is a random die. I don't know what it goes to. And these, I don't know if these are Tim Holtz or if I got these on Temu. I don't know. But I stick them with that because they seem like they would go well. But these are the Tim Holtz, I think they're Crazy Cats, Crazy Birds, and Crazy Dogs. I think that's what they are. But they're the birds, cats, and dogs. So I have those. I think there are more birds but I'm not 100% sure. There may be more cats and dogs too, but these are the ones that I have. And these dies here are the Rockin' Unicorns from Brutus Monroe. And yes, they're rocking unicorns. I'll do them one time. I'll stamp them, color them, cut them out, do a card and whatnot. And I will show them to you because they are really cool. And way down on the bottom, those are Hero Arts frogs. Yeah, they're relaxing frogs or something. I don't know what they're called, but they're Hero Arts. So that is one side of this. Let me try to move gently so I don't rock you too hard and give you the dizzies. This is the other side, and this side is crazy. So I found another. I believe this might be Tim Holtz too, but it's not like the other one. I gotta trim these yet. So I did it the same way. On this one though, this is, except for this set here, Halloween and gnomes. Oops. Gnomes are over here. And Halloween is all the way down here and over here. A bunch of these dies are either Tim Holtz or Sizzix. A couple of them might be Temu. And it's funny because it's kind of hard to tell the difference sometimes. Which ones are which. And I didn't get Temu dies to like anger any of the companies that make dies. My income, I know I've said it before in videos, I'm disabled, and when you're disabled, you don't have squat. Once you pay your bills, at least you can pay your bills though, right? But it's hard to maintain a passion like crafting and things when you're on disability. So that is why when I was going through Temu, because I used to have the channel The Cat Hair Spree, and I used to do Temu hauls on that. And I ran across craft dies and craft stamps. Now the dies, I have to say, on Temu, the dies are really nice from what I've seen. I have dies from some companies that don't even like to stick to my magnetic board. Yeah, you believe it? I never had a problem with Temus, and most of the companies, they do stick. Like, you know, these are Sizzix, this is Tim Holtz, I believe. I'm not sure who these witches are. I think this is a set from, this is a Tim Holtz set right here. This is Rabbit Hole Designs, they're witches. These are discontinued, but if you have the witches, I will be making cards with those too. So maybe if you see some of the stuff, if you're like, oh hey, I got that set, maybe if you're interested in my videos, you might want to make the Cat Hair Spree 2.0 pile, right? Am I right? That way you're not having to run and figure out where things are. So that's that part of the thing. And this, I just want to show you what my mother makes for me. She is a crafter. She's a maker, basically. She does quilting and sewing now. And she made me these beautiful project bags, right? And these glitter. Beautiful background. Oh, I got some lint on that one. Beautiful background. And the inside is floral. You can kind of see the flowers there. And they store my 8.5 by 11 paper pads. This is just a bag that I had from crafting in the past. Mom made this one for me too. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of 8.5 by 11 paper in there. As you can tell, there's a lot. And these have a really nice zipper, good quality. She does such great work. Not just because she's my mom, but she really does do great work. I have so many purses that she's made. I go over and she's like, "Do you like this?" Yep, I take it home. Yeah. This is a scrapbook.com project bag from the past. And so is this. This has my Masking Magic, my rub-ons, the Tim Holtz. What is that? I can't remember what that is. Adhesive, something or other. And this is Tim Holtz too. These are rub-ons. So I've got all that kind of stuff in that bag. She also made me this one. And this has a glittery plastic front too. And look at the flowers. Can you see the glitter on those? Beautiful glitter on those. Or flowers. Butterflies. Come on, Brenda. These are butterflies. And they're really, really, really glittery. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good quality. Everything. And it's nice to be able to just pull one out and know what you're grabbing. This is another one that she did. This has my red and a bunch of my darker cardstock. I don't have a lot of cardstock. There you go. I don't have a lot of colored cardstock or patterned cardstock because I use white. I use Nina cardstock. I can't remember the full thing of it. I get it on Amazon. And I stamp, color, and die cut. And if I do have any pattern paper backgrounds, it's for a background. But a lot of times, I make my own background. So she made me this. Cardstock Warehouse is where I get my mirror cardstock, where I've gotten it in the past. The glitter, vellum, a lot of stuff. So Cardstock Warehouse is a really, really great company. And you can just order samples too. They have pre-cut envelopes. They have card bases. They have interesting card bases. So it's worth it to give it a look. And this is one of the first ones that she made me. This is a bigger one. I have my things like my denim and burlap and suede feel, all that kind of stuff in this bag. I really love to have them all at hand. You know, if I want red, I'll grab a red. If I want like that stuff. This one also has rub-ons in this. I just thought it would look nice on the front. So that is this stuff. And I'm gonna ask her again. I know she told me, but I'm gonna ask her and write it down. If there's a way that you can order these bags from her. When I asked her, she said sure. So I'm gonna have to get her information, and I'll leave it in the description. And well done, Sarah. Here's an Emmy. She's headed to her little cubby in the calyx. She loves this thing. She curls up in there and takes her long naps and everything. She loves it. Hi, Emmy. Yeah? Hi. Hi. He says, "Oh, Mom, really? I'm about to take a nap." Okay, this is a Tim Holtz bag. Okay, she stuck her head out to see what I was doing. All right, off to the next area. And I'm back. This is the Gina K. Pews. yes, I wrapped it in press and seal. Like I said before, to try to keep the bugs out. I will do a video one of these days of working with it, but Simon Says Stamp sent me such an amazing coupon code for my birthday. It made me so happy. The fuse sells for $69.99, I believe. Gina K has it, and Simon Says Stamp has it. That is where I ordered this one from because of that really great coupon. I was shocked. So I did some foiling yesterday, and I'll show you if I can get enough of a shimmer to show you how nice they are. So there's little ones that I made. Yep, you can see it. I cut some of the sheets apart, and what I used, because I'm just starting, is the Gina K Designs her sheets. I'll show you in a minute. They're just so beautiful. So I will definitely be making cards in the future with all of these things. Now, did I make any mistakes? I did. And I threw them out. Because there's a learning curve to it. It's relatively easy though. I watched some of Gina K's videos on YouTube, and she shows how to use a fuse. Oh, look at that. They're so beautiful. She shows how to use a fuse, how to set it up, all of that stuff, the settings to use, everything. And she says she does most of her stuff on 3. Look at, I can't believe it. I'm still blown away by it. So in this drawer, I keep a couple pairs of scissors. I've got to get better ones though, and I got to get a rotary cutter. So if you have like one of those mats that you can use with a rotary cutter, foil is a lot easier to cut with one of those, because foil, even when you take it out of the bag, it kind of does its own willy-nilly kind of thing, and it can be kind of difficult because it's so thin to cut with scissors. It can be done, but it's a pain. These are what they're like before they're foiled, and look at that, they even shine a little bit themselves. So this is what the designs look like before foiling. Now, this is a carrier sheet. When you get your fuse, it comes with a carrier sheet and some things that you can foil. Poly glaze. So there are really nice designs. I got this container on scrapbook.com years ago, and it works perfect for storing these smaller poly glaze sheets. But this one is Radiant Roses Words. So pretty. This one is Spring Butterflies. I haven't done this one yet. I actually used a different foil when I tried that, and it was horrible. So there's certain foils that you need to use. Yeah, I foiled this, and I just put it in the back of it. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love foiling. And this is another one I foiled, and I just stuck it in the back of the package that, you know, it's the poly glaze package for it. This one is Petite Flourish. When the fuse first came out, it was a beautiful lavender color, and it had this huge like package of stuff that you could polyglaze. Well, in the past, I was trying to learn to do laminating with the Scotch laminator from Amazon, and it just did not work for me. And if you can see that, it says scrapbook.com. That's where I got this. Works perfect for the holding the smaller polyglaze. So I had some of these packages already in my arsenal. They just didn't work with the Scotch. So this one is ruffled blooms. Not sure why. These are project bags. I think I got them on Stamp and Storage. I'm pretty sure I got them on Stamp and Storage. Could have been scrapbook.com, but I'm pretty sure Stamp and Storage is where I got them. And the little labels I put on with my little label maker. This one is Elegant Thoughts. So nice, so nice. This one is Hand-Picked Flowers. And then she's got Fancy Foils foil. You can also use the foil that's in the round tube. I had one in my arsenal and I tried it and I was not impressed. The deco foil. It could be maybe foil gets old over time. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert at that. And I don't know anybody else that foils, so I don't have anyone to ask. But if it does go bad over time, then that's what happened. But the Gina K Designs Fancy Foils works like a dream. A dream. It's the only foil that I will get. And it's not that expensive either. The other one was Turquoise Sea. This one is 14 karat. This one is Sterling. It's a silver. And this one is Black Onyx. So these are the colors that I have. It's going to be a while before I can get any more colors. But I will be doing videos with my fuse. I don't have a lot of press and seal left, so that's why it's still covered, but you can kind of see it through the packaging. I used it so much yesterday. I was going to put it in my calyx unit, but it's really close. It does fit. It does fit in the 13 by 13 hole, but it's a little too close to the sides for my comfort because the machine does get hot. And I gotta tell you, if you don't have this laminator, this foil machine, whatever this is called, this thing, you can hardly hear it running. It is that silent. I'm not kidding. It's that silent. And I put it on a mat that I had from one of my Cricut machines. So, because it gets, for me, I feel like it gets hot. And I get nervous when machines get hot or warm or anything like that, that it might cause problems to anything around it and that sort of thing. It's just me. So this fuse, if you are looking for a laminator, it's a foiling system, basically. Maybe you'll have luck with the Scotch one from Amazon. I did not. And I even tried the designs that you use pressure to foil and tried to run it through my Vagabond 2, and no, not impressed. It didn't work. So I had nothing but frustrations when it came to foiling. And when I got that coupon code from Simon Says Stamp and my jaw dropped and I saw this, I said, yeah, absolutely. I've been dying to freaking foil forever, and I can actually foil. I mean, I even got the foil blades. It's not really a blade though, for the Cricut Maker, but you have to have a Windows computer in order to have the machines, even the Joy Extra. You have to have a Windows computer with the foil blades in order to foil with the machine. I had a Chromebook, and not the same. I had an iPad, no. It has to be a Windows computer, and I did not have one. And there's no way I'm going to spend money like that on a computer just to foil. No. Not when you can get the Gina K Designs one for $69.99. Normally, I got it for less, obviously, because I had the coupon code, but $69.99 is a really great price for something like this. This is just, it's just next level. I think she called it like the Cadillac of foiling systems, laminators. She's right. She's right. Because it, no fail. Absolutely no fail. The only things that failed for me was using that old foil and using the foil. See, I had all this foil in this container, and I didn't label whether it was heat foil or pressure foil. So I just had it all in there. It does not work with pressure foil. Obviously, it works with heat foil. But I got to tell you, I really recommend the Gina K Designs. And no, I'm not getting a kickback. Gina K Designs fancy foil. I think that's what it's called. I can get it out again. My memory. Fancy foil. Yes. Gina K Designs fancy foil. I really recommend it. I was looking yesterday to try to find some foilable, can't believe I said it right, designs. Because I do love the Gina K Designs. I really do. They foil beautifully. She's got it going on when it comes to really anything. The only thing is that with my income, again, on the income, I can't afford to get the poly glaze, right, like this, and then get the die set to go with it. Die sets are like $20, $25, something around in there. Yes, you can fussy cut it, but die cutting it is so much more professional looking, in my opinion. I can't die cut very well at all, especially with my carpal tunnel and whatever is going on with me. So die cuts are the way to go for me, but hear me out. Now, you got the foil. Foil is only like maybe $5, $6 a package. Not bad. You get the poly glaze. I was looking on the site, and the poly glaze sheets, I want to say like $10 to $15-ish per package. And you got to look at how many are in the package, because some have 10 sheets, some have 20 sheets. Price changes, obviously, for how many sheets. So it's best to just look on her Gina K Design site if you like these designs, and it'll show how much they cost. But now you got the foil, you got the polyglaze sheet, okay? And then, if you want to die cut it, you need the die cut for it. And then, if you want to use your inks, like even your Tim Holtz inks, or you want to use your Gina K inks, dye inks, for blending, then you need the stencil set that goes with it. You see what I'm saying? It adds up and adds up and adds up and adds up. So, and for me, that would be the ideal way to go. But when you like this design, and you like that design, the roses. Is there another one? No. when you like those designs so much and you don't want to like do 100 cards with the same design, at least I don't. I want to mix it up, and I want to mix it up for the videos as well. But one design, 40, 50, could run you around like $50-$60 or more. I could be wrong. And yeah, on her site, if you spend $75, you get a free stamp set. You gotta buy a die set for it, but you get the stamp set for free. A small little stamp set. So, I mean, absolutely beautifully quality polyglaze sheets. Absolutely, she's really got it going on. Yeah, if you can get those, if you have the budget for it, that's the way I would recommend going, because she's got a lot. Now, she doesn't have like critters or other things that you might want to foil. She has words, sentiments, flowers, that kind of stuff. Snowflakes, petite flourish, that kind of thing. A lot of pretty stuff, pretty designs. And in the winter, I'll get the snowflakes for sure for cards in the winter. You don't need a die set for that. It's just a background. I will get those, but it's going to be, I'm going to be working with what I have for any videos that I do coming up. Now, I tried to do alcohol ink and watercolor ink blending with the foiled images. And I have to say, the foil shines through. It does. That made me so happy. I even, buffed them with a soft cloth just to make sure, but it didn't need it. It just beautifully. Now, my coloring, I'm not the best in the world. I do what I do. This is the Tri-Blend markers that I showed you before. Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. And these are the numbers that I used, in case you have those and you want to try it too. B6 and BT5. They were the brush ones. The foil still shines through. I don't have a lot of light today. And this was the black that I was talking about that I wasn't crazy about. So I'll use the Onyx black that is the Gina K one, and I'm sure it'll show much better. This one was the Touch School alcohol markers. And those are the numbers I use, TS6 and TS198. I eyeballed what colors would go good together. Maybe they didn't go good together, but I eyeballed it. This is why I like the Tri-Blend markers better. So, the foil, see? The foil still shines through. And this one I did with watercolor markers. The brush tips. And I'm trying to see. Oh, that's right. They don't have a name or a number on their markers. Not the set I have. So I just picked two that looked similar. In the watercolor marker set that I have, it's just a flat set. The one on one end and the one on the other end. I put those two together to make this. So, and the foil shines through that too as well. And watercolor on the back. Look at that. The Touch School ones on the back. That. And the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. Do that. A lot of crafters want to use the alcohol ink markers because they have a cleaner look to them. The watercolor ones, see how they don't? more modded, I guess. I don't know if that's even the right word. It's not as finished, I guess. It's a little different. So if you could leave a comment and tell me which one you liked best. It's probably in your mind which one. Oh, look at this. Funny, huh? This, I should mention, this one with that black ink I was talking about, it didn't foil correctly, and that's why I was going to get rid of it, because it's got all kinds of breakups in it and stuff in it. It didn't foil like it should. And to put it in my tiny garbage can, I cut it in half and put it in the can. But it's just a dry can next to me, so I just pulled it back out and I colored the flowers and used the different kinds of markers. I didn't use the Arteza Everblend. I just used these three. So this one is the Tri-Blend Spectrum Noir. This one is the watercolor, and this one is the Touch School. These are cheaper than the Tri-Blend. Watercolor ones are cheaper than the Tri-Blend. These two might go around the same price range. You can get them at AliExpress. Yeah, you can get these at AliExpress. I got this set up at Amazon, I'm pretty sure. This set was from AliExpress. It was unbelievably cheap. So if you're just getting started in coloring and stuff and you like the look of the watercolor, that's the way to go for you, because it's really unbelievably cheap to get a set at AliExpress. I don't look for them on the norm. I didn't know it was watercolor when I got it. Just when I got it home, I found out. I usually do the alcohol one. So whichever one that you think is the better, not the better coloring, but the better marker to be used. This one here had less going out of the lines, the foiled lines, the Touch School. The Tri-Blend markers are, I think they're just so juicy that you get close to the edge and it does kind of go out a little bit. So, I mean, a professional wouldn't have that happen. I'm not a professional. The watercolor ones also were a lot easier to not have them go out of the lines. So, that is that. And I'm sorry I got the cover on the fuse, but I don't have much press the seal, because I also did the other machine. But I will have a video coming up, Gina K Designs, the fuse foiling system. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, and it's unbelievably light. After lifting Cricut machines, it's unbelievably light. And I believe this is very, very close. I had the Joy Extra out here last night when I decided to press and seal them. The Joy Extra and the fuse are almost exactly the same in length, if not the same. This is pretty obvious which is which, but the Joy Extra has like curves kind of thing. So when I get the case for the Joy Extra, I'm going to try to see if the fuse will go in it. And if it will, then I'll get the one for the fuse. It's important to me because the bugs get in the machines. The stink bugs, yes. I haven't seen an ant in the machine, but I know that when I set the fuse down on this stand, an ant came up on the top of it. So ants in your foil machine and your Cricuts are not good. Stink bugs are worse, way worse. I had a stink bug ruin a laminator being in there, believe it or not. So I like to have my machines in the cases, and when I want to use them, I'll take them out and I'll use them. I'll let them cool down, and then I'll put them back in the case, you know? So I am going to put I tried to have my black Tim Holtz multimedia mat, I think it was called. I'm going to put it underneath my Joy Extra. I tried to sell it on Marketplace and did not get a hit at all. So I'm going to take it out of the box. I'm going to put it underneath my Joy Extra, and it's got a measuring thing on it, you know, that will help with cutting the vinyl, and I think it'll work good there. I really do. I didn't want to get rid of it anyway, but yeah, I think it's going to look good there. I'm good with that. I was just trying to sell things on Marketplace, one, to try to help with my crafting, you know, joy in life. I had a blast with this. And I also am trying to earn some cash because my cat's having issues, but I think that might be clearing up. Oh, please, please, please pray for Onyx that he gets better. I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm hoping that he's getting better. I'm really hoping so, because disability does not know. Though Walmart Plus has a $19.99 a month a vet specialist that I think that you can chat with or something. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. It might be able to video chat. Maybe you can like show the vet on there what the cat's looking like and all that kind of stuff, and maybe they can give you kind of a ballpoint answer. I tell you what, I would love that, but unbelievably love that, because I've been going out of my mind with this cat. So yeah, that's why I was doing that. But then Marketplace irritated me, so I took everything off, and that's dealing with that. It's been crazy up in my world. And I'm sure it's crazy in everyone's world. This is the vinyl that I put on this window. It doesn't go all the way down. I kind of wish it did, because I can see people mowing and walking by the window, that kind of thing. But I love it. I love the design, and I left it open down there on purpose. I have cat perch written on it. Well, vinyled on it, because the cat likes to lay in that window. And then at the top, I put butterflies. And I wish I didn't, because I can see the neighbors through her window from the top there. So I like to vinyl my windows. I think it's beautiful. It helps with my spider plants. They like a diffused light. And when the vinyl's on the window, they get just the light they need, and they love it. So while I have you on here, I'm going to show you real quick my Twiki tree. It is right there. I got all my gnomes I love. And that's the chair. I'm just moving the chair. And that reminded me of Onyx, so I had to get it. It's a sun catcher. So I got little Eastery, springy kind of gnome ornaments. I have that. This is a Tim Holtz bucket. This is from Brutus Monroe, that sneaker. I've got all kinds of keychains hanging from here. I thought it would be a nice place to put them. And I was looking for one. I had one on here somewhere that's from my grandfather's bar from when I was a little girl. They don't have it anymore, obviously. My grandfather and my grandmother have both passed. But they had a bar way back when. And I actually have a keychain from it. My mom gave it to me the other day. And I'm telling you, back in the 70s, they had this bar. And I'm trying to find it, because it just blew up Rabbit Hole Designs. It just blew my mind that, oh, here it is, that a keychain from all the way back then would be in such pristine condition. That number doesn't work anymore. The bar doesn't exist anymore. I don't know who you get with that number, honestly. It won't be them. So, I mean, even you can even feel that on there. You'd think that it would have gotten old, that would have come off. It's only vinyl, I think, on there. So I have that hanging there, and it's in beautiful shape, and I can't believe it. And this gnome down here, if you love gnomes like I do, he lights up. Yeah, he's my little fall one. I have him on the table. There's a Christmas one too I want, but I haven't gotten it yet. So, and I made this a few years ago with my Cricut maker. So, that is my weird little video today. And thanks for dealing with the pauses. I'm working with that. I've actually closed out videos because I pushed the wrong button. Yeah, that's not fun. But I hope that you have a fabulous day. I hope the weather is really beautiful and the sun is shining and you can get out in it. And always make sure that you hug someone you love. Tell them you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. Just make sure that they know. Because the worst thing is when they're gone, you can't tell them. So please be sweet and kind and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave me a comment. Tell me which flower you like the best. If you don't remember which marker it is, just tell me the color that it was. One was pink, the watercolor was blue. The school one, touch school one was pink, and the tri-blend was teal. So whichever one you liked best, let me know. And if you want to see the fuse like working out of the press and seal, if you want to see me show you how the fuse works, tell me in a comment. And maybe it'll be the next video I do. But if I don't know that you want to see it in action, it might be down the road. So we'll see. So if you can leave me a nice comment and just make my day, I would love it. If you could leave me a like, I would love that too. And if you could subscribe if you haven't already, you'll just make my world. And to my subscribers, you rock! I love you to pieces. Because it shows me that I'm doing good. So, be kind. The world needs more kindness. And I will see you on the next video. Oh, and make sure you check out my shorts because I got some cute stuff on there. Bye!